I didn't read it, but mate, headshot percentage, get that out of here. Like you're looking at some bad stat stuff, man.
The thing is, both teams' map choices.
You're looking at the wrong stance,
I think
dude.
Lotus is a very interesting choice for mates. It's one I would actually
headshot percentage is the last thing anyone who knows about the game looks at, really. No one cares.
Interested to see if BBL
first kill, first death, like that's one of the better ones. Average damage per round. No, another one.
Found successfully in BBL boots on the ground, but mates have got reinforcements. Come back on
like trading.
First fight stun goes
the
down,
kills actually get traded. Damn, bro, that was a nice shot from him.
Come back down. Now those players locked out by a smoke. Although the reveal spots a few, they couldn't deny the spike plant. The retake, 2 against 4 through the smoke. It's good, but Levin, he puts a pin in
very
it.
nice on this one.
Kill of the round.
I mean, Levin's made this so easy for them.
Across the line, 1-0 for BBL.
Yeah, something to talk about as well in this series is you might see a team get off to a hot start and be thinking,
ooh, bro, that second kill is...
that's it done. But with both of these teams in the last couple of series, they've been choky as hell. Like go back to BBL when they played versus GX, 9-3 up on the third map, lose in regulation. That's definitely not a great sign.
I mean, there's a factor that the player has played the most rounds, having the most consistent headshot percentage. Dude, headshot percentage literally means nothing, I promise you. It's the biggest nothing stat we've ever had.
It's definitely a talking point that both these teams haven't been able to finish their dinner. And probably both should have had a win already as well. In this round at least, not much invested at all for the side of mates.
Yeah.
Kill or 2 would be nice.
It should be housekeeping for BBL, keeping that economy
ooh,
nice and
why did it feel like Magnum
pistols brought into the round. One
so slow
down with the weapon to be recovered. I think that's a bulldog on the floor. They don't want to lose much more. For now, at least, they're in that safe zone. Yeah, that probably could have been a little bit better.
Oh, dear God.
Now this is dangerous.
How did Kamek get 2 at the same time with a classic?
But it could well be a round win for mates.
Dude, the fade away... The fadeaway slide was insane. Pressure from here and here, and then they double group and push behind. It's a great move from them as well. Quest with the Prime, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate the Prime. Thank you for that.
It's clever from them.
Yeah, it is smart from them.
Leveling up the playing field was going to be incredibly important.
The others on site.
Not going to be able
okay,
to
so
collect,
and then maybe Kamek
makes
makes sound and comeback doesn't. Will probably be my play now, I guess. Or that. Kind of works the same as I envisioned it. Dude, crazy shots, man. I gotta see them. I gotta see them. How's he killing 2 here?
They had a player advantage as well.
Yeah, that's gonna sting for BBL. It looked like a solid start to the half. And remember, in the pistol, we beforehand we highlighted the Levin comeback duel, and Levin was the one to draw
3v5 and they got no guns.
Battle, but this time he gets his comeuppance. It's leveled up, and it was this. We didn't see it in the moment.
Oy.
Of course, you don't expect him.
He melted the second guy.
Getting out with both, and a fadeaway shot of 30 health that keeps comeback alive and allows him to find that final, the finisher.
Okay, 2 guns picked up as well. I really love the idea in the 2v1 to group up. It was very nice.
Very critical, but
it's good from a gun POV picking up, and just good from a pressure POV.
The Sheriff shot was genuinely ridiculous, but even still, 4v2, giving those 1v1
okay, the 2 hero guns and Sociable, it's a little unlucky.
I still won that fight. I thought Vekash had him dead to rights, but never mind. It's kind of gone in their favor. I think we're getting a weird match here, Mitch.
Not another one.
Nothing less, really. Sociable going down would be the big
oh, Brown, as he turned the corner.
Rifle finds another ult down classic to land a kill.
Oh, no, this game's going to be
and they got to save. Oh boy, and they gave it so heavy after the eco. You know they're going to give it back. Yeah, and this one's a little bit more expensive because it's getting all the guns.
Go for it, you're going to win it.
Yeah. Well, they don't have the pistols this time.
Magnum can definitely hunt.
Secondary.
Yeah. Well, they want those
it's the same too as well.
They might not get to save them. Yumpy spotted the save. He knows now that they've gone deep
yeah.
to the A side,
I mean,
and some of these BBL players will go hunting.
It's not a gun they can get.
Well, yeah. For now, it looks like mates might get away with both rifles still. What a crazy back and forth to kick this map off.
Yeah, like, Sociable gets behind them, is spotted, but is spotted by a player who doesn't have a gun out. That player loses the battle as Sociable.
Why don't you give it sometimes? What do you mean?
Around.
I think I give it a fair amount. I give it when it's warranted.
Wins the next fight as well.
A lot of people that give it from hindsight stuff.
Thinking with his ult, but it runs out. Yeah. And he wins that fight anyway with a classic. This round makes absolutely no sense. It wasn't even an instant headshot either. Like, you kind of have to look a little bit at Cam and go, well, you knew he was there. And he had 33 health.
Sound sensor up.
Right.
2-1. Back to
normal, yeah.
Yep. It's ambitious.
Except for the fact that mates don't have a full buy. But other than that, back to normal.
Smoke deep, recon, wall that goes over to site as well.
The ult on for round 3. It got them a bit of value. He took space, but it was
Nice
a
shot,
classic
bro.
to find kills. This time the pistol in the hands of mates is the one to trade back that blow and put BBL into a 4v4. They're focused on Vekash, but Yumpy still
Very
clears the
nice,
corner.
man. Dude, Yampy actually got that kill. That's kind of crazy.
With the wall up as well, the barrier mesh, there shouldn't be much of a way back in. Mates in a similar position to the previous round. This time, credits low on a few players, Vekash notably, but they're still going to throw the rifles at it, at least one of them.
Okay,
Once
it's great for money.
Kamek feels like
It's
this
really
is
good
too
for
much to
money.
ask of him.
Look at it already.
He will go for the save.
Outrageous.
It looked like it should have been a strong start from BBL. There was a little bit of a bump in the road, but it looks like they'll get their strong lead anyways.
Yeah, it's kind of like an unintentional dream scenario. Because although, yeah, you could be 3-0 up if you won your bonus, economically, this actually puts them in a better position than any of the other scenarios. I'd say if you ever do this on purpose, either you're the best team in the world or the worst. Like, yeah, there's no middle ground.
If you ever do this on purpose, your coach is getting fired. I'll tell you that.
No, but like, it's if you could do it on purpose,
oh yeah,
you could
There's a nice
probably
shot
also
at the beginning
13-0 if you're that good.
Yeah, why bother?
Mates only have a 20% retake win rate on Sunset. Well, they did it a minute ago.
Andy on deck with the tier 1.
classic
Appreciate the 7
Assurance,
months.
So sometimes
Thank you
stats
so much.
do
Thank
lie.
you, thank you.
Then again, the average is 30%, so it's hard map to retake on.
Without a doubt. With the rifles, it's proven to be. Mates back into things, though. Said there were credits low on one player. It results in an SMG, but a Stinger can be a mighty foe indeed. The rest
Okay, so doing
on those proper
the Gen G
rifles, the
default,
Stinger spam
just
to
insta
start.
grab
Does
net
a little
at the
bit of
beginning with
damage
smoke.
onto Magnum. For BBL, look at the safety.
Dude, look
net.
at this from
Economic
Gentlemates, though.
that
What
they
is
have.
this?
Lose this round, buy again. Lose that round, you could even buy again. And ults will be coming online as well. Sociable 2 away right now. Yumpy and
Oh,
Magnum
they're in
open
trouble,
this one
though.
up, though. Ult's
3
not
passing
needed. It's
aggro
just the
to stop a
weapons in hand.
re-clear
They
and
look
2 go
weak in
down.
round number 2, but
Wait, they're
that
really in
weakness,
trouble.
it's nowhere to be found here. Mini stuck with a Stinger behind the boxes.
Yeah, drone spotted
They might
him
think
back
with
of
2 picks
sight.
They've cleared the site, but the reveal catches him. Still good for
Oh, he
one.
popped
Ult
ult.
comes online. It grabs
Oh my god, if he actually gets this kill. No way.
With the classic, and mates are doing it again. This is effectively
I thought he was an
1v2.
absolute madman
As it
popping that
now
ult, to be
very
honest,
much
but
is Yumpy 70 HP and 2 players to find.
He just get delivered a gun as well. The player was grabbed at least. They've just got to try and work out where he is. Mini going walkabouts on his own. He's done so much damage. His classic might be the best in the world right now, and Kamek is the only man standing.
big crouch.
But he will be able to
big,
get
big
it
crouch.
done.
I mean, what a
The
round that
rounds
is,
that
dude.
BBL
Fair
are
play.
losing are the ones they should be most likely to win.
He got hit by a drone.
And I think a lot of it just comes
They
down
know
to,
where he
It
is.
seems like when they get in these advantages, they just go a little
And
bit
he's somehow done
over-aggressive.
that.
Something I wanted to mention in the moment is that Levin walks into the site alone. Then you have the solo clear, and then you have a second player solo clearing again. Like, sure, Mini has to do insane work to get that done, but he pushes together. He can't do that.
Well, that's it. I mean, we saw it there, the replay, great replay from his perspective. You get to see
Our
just
mod
how
went
much
won against
space he
Ardis's
had.
mod. That is
Oh,
true.
time he had. No,
That's what I should have gone for my
that reveal didn't catch
prediction.
anyone. And the Blind Hunter's Fury follows up, maybe just gambling that it would have a reveal or two, a bit of information.
Damn, dude, it's a lot of ults into this one.
Space, Sociable follows up onto Mini. Levin's gotten close, but he doesn't want to go alone.
How many
Waits for
first kills have
contact
BBL
on the
got?
TP up top, and
Feels
they'll
like
push
it's
this
a lot.
together, but a
Uh-oh.
snake in the grass again. It's comeback, finding one. But this time they have that backup.
Big Joe.
They have the trades. They're not looking to let
nice-
this
nice
advantage
easy
slip with
rounds.
BBL. They'll
Start
get
looking
their
at the
first
money.
plant on A, and another 1v4.
Yeah, min-maxing on
Last
this
time
one as
Kamek
well.
ran away. He saved the weapon for the next, and that ultimately gave them enough to buy in and win the following.
Magnum with the
I
ult.
don't think he's got much of a choice.
Spike
To
planted.
go for the same play again, throwing himself
Weird
in
round
this
so far,
one,
dude. You should
where
have seen the
credits are
first
at would
game.
be
It was non-stop. These are actually relatively normal rounds, I feel like, in comparison to what we saw.
That's also the second time as well that after a defeat, we've seen BBL just immediately punish the mid-hold. Like, I like the addition of the Hunter's Fury. They didn't have that last time, but just putting that in to cause disruption, and Levin very happy to execute off it. Like, although I feel like his playstyle is incredibly aggressive, it's also incredibly hard to play against.
Dude, either those two plans plans to call it a mid-off at the same time, or they share the same brain.
Surviving for BBL. Again, like, you look at the rounds they're winning versus the rounds they're losing, it does feel like it's their own mistakes that have given away rounds so far. They're definitely looking the better team so far in this first half, and that's the reason a pause is coming.
Well, yeah, both rounds they've lost have been off the advantages given away, but you see the adjustment. You see them start to stack up to take those trades. Profect being in that play, Levin waiting that extra 10 seconds so they can push together. Comeback's getting flagged from the other side.
Damn, he's calling them out, man.
They call a pause, realizing that
individually
the opportunities they've
isolating
capitalized on were not of their own creation, and they need to start finding their form here on the defense.
Well, it's worth mentioning as well that
Do you have Foot winning last series or Giants? No, I had Giants, man. I don't think I would have had Foot being anyone in the EMEA after what I saw the week before.
BBL could just take him to the
maybe Apex.
The main team. Like, it wasn't
but I would have had to have had a good amount of thought behind it. They bounced back pretty good, man.
Could he play a Sentinel? Could he fit into another position? Because he's so individually sound that it feels like it's worth it. And giving a player like that away or selling him to another organization just seemed almost like a mistake.
Bacon, I'm excited for your next game, man. I've been seeing your reactions. I can't wait.
This is a sort of time of a point to prove. Like, can you beat the org that ultimately could have just had you in the main team?
You see here BBL's post-plant win rate 50% compared to the average within the EMEA of 70%.
Okay, well, we're popping the ult.
We've already gotten to witness some of the blunders that they've made, sometimes before the plant's even down.
You were going for it? No, it looked like it, man.
Coming out of this pause,
it was funny to watch.
They've got ultis to work with, but they don't have the economy, and this is something we mentioned. The way that the rounds have gone, it gave BBL that opportunity to buy back in the previous round, to fight for it.
Okay, 1-3-1, and then what are we doing?
Those pistols are
we're just trying to punish middle, or are we late take middle? We do have the wall that cuts this off.
Look at the control that they have. In most of these rounds, they will have already pushed up here. They will be going deep into mid. This time, they're sitting back and waiting for mates to make a play with those pistols. And when they don't see that play come in, it's going to be a player left on the other side lurking, and you can see that a drone was sent through, so it's giving that fake pressure, trying to drag the rotations away from spawn. And then the rest of the group goes together. This is the problem with the previous rounds. They gave those one-by-one fights. They're not offering that up here in
no, I missed his TP, bro.
45 seconds. Still plenty of time to play with. I don't mind Mate's initial plan was to put players in top mid. It's been one of their weakest positions so far, but even still, this time BBL are dealing with every single problem that stands in their way, and it is minion comeback again, but I would be surprised if we see too much over-aggression here. Although Sociable wants to fight.
He does, but again, he has backup. If they flood in, Profect's there to help. And that's exactly what they do. They throw in the net to try to deal with the player close.
All right, again, it's very, very nice for BBL's econ.
Profect standing slightly further back saying, no problem, man.
They're stacking an insane amount.
And with the pistols, there's
probably
no
good for the rest of this half unless they lose like 3 in a row.
Really nice stuff coming out of BBL, a good adjustment, but that pause for mates, although they may have touched on the idea to punish mid-aggression if BBL made the mistake of going for it, the pause will mainly have been looking at this coming round, where they have ultimates, they have an AWP if they want it,
that's the main
and a full buy across the board.
I think
big buy rounds.
When your opponents have been like challenging for mid and constantly battling early, if you can have that opening pick fade away into a retake, as we saw from the stats, the post plants from BBL are not fantastic, especially if they were to go in with a disadvantage. I think as well, they've got to be a little bit careful of those ultimates. Like Sociable and Magnum. Magnum, especially if they're in a post plant, is going to help put things up. But again, it's this mid control, but almost just as a bit of a ruse. They've got rid of at least that early control.
Sure.
However, it's definitely looking like a B-hit
fake the mid pressure, get the rotate out.
Well, this is it. 11 was just the
Viper ult is the weirdest one. He's insta left it. The Viper ult. I don't know about the Viper ult.
managing to deal a little bit of damage.
But I guess it at least stops them for a little bit.
From their mistakes. It's only Magnum isolated, but he had a snake bite to play with. Finds himself one. Numbers still good.
Oops.
For BBL.
Not this again.
Great shock dart from BBL. Don't know how Yampi landed it there with still 2 left, but definitely wasn't Vakash hitting himself. And a 4 versus 3. After breaking the wall, they walk into 11. There's still a player close and an op in hand. Unless Mini lands something, they might go for the save, but that could spur them on. Magnum deals with the op though, leaves Mini alone with next to no chance.
See,
yeah, I mean, this is pretty nice from BBL. Like, they create a lot of pressure over towards middle, pull one away, get a free sight. Again, I don't think the Viper ult is great, but they also just left it. Because I think he thought he was going to get pinched on anyway.
Like, he didn't even stay in it for a second. He just put it down and went...
Retaking beyond Sunset's hard. If this is smoked, it's really hard. If this isn't smoked, it's not too bad. But if this is smoked and they've got into... and there's potential that they could have got anywhere on this side, then yeah.
All aggressive towards that main position. If that was the plan, it was incredibly smart.
I like the push from mates. They haven't been pressured on mid now. They try to they be fake pressure. They go in for the control themselves, take the fight to them. But losing out every battle they go for. In goes Prox though. He's given them a chance, but getting out of here is going to be tough. He was hit by the drone as well, so they know exactly where he's retreating to. And the fight
he gave that a good go with what was going on.
Yampi is on
fire. Yampi is
and for BBL,
fragging heavy.
That means dealing with this low by leaving Mini in a 1v3.
Was something to mention as well, other than the fact that the spike's down in the spawn, is that you go back to last week, and I think it was Yampi himself actually tweeted about how he felt like just the calls didn't go his way. Like, it felt like no matter what he was doing, things weren't going to plan. Now, the calls, I would say, I don't think it's the calls that have let those couple of rounds slip, but they've looked very decent in their decision-making. As I said, I think the way they played last round looked fantastic. But also just on an individual level. I think he's got to a point in this game where he's going...
Well, they're choosing the wrong side. Has he got a madness in him? 6 bullets.
He's playing with that sort of confidence. That's a much bigger danger.
I really tried to build something up.
Mini, wow. 14 HP. He has a Sheriff. That's at least something, but I'd be very surprised if he gets anything more from here.
Spike planted.
Gives himself the best chance, hitting a net and using that time to rotate around, but he's been
3-1 taps, so yeah, I mean, it would have been good if that was the clip.
Through the wall, through the smoke, it doesn't matter, he'll be going down. Needs to land the headshot, needs to isolate them. That's a lot of damage to Yampi.
5 HP.
Not able to eliminate him, and with a 3-piece for Yampi, just one away from the Hunter's Fury. 7-2.
Was Yampi a player I enjoyed coaching? I loved coaching Yampi, yeah. He definitely leaned on the side of trolling a bit too much sometimes, but he was also very young.
The player to watch.
I don't think he had really been on like a proper team in CS to an extent.
Stop baiting each other! It's going to be another pause call by mates. Both had to be used in this first half.
Like that professional, I guess.
What I was mentioning with the veto earlier now kind of comes back into fruition a little bit.
Stop baiting each other on the eco. Ents was pretty new back then.
For the side of BBL. Now, granted, a lot of those maps are incredibly close, like coming down to the wire. One of them was in like the EWC qualifier. One was just recently versus GX, so it's not like it's been a dominant map for them, and Lutus has also looked very good for mates, other than their sort of like letting the game slip versus Foot. But going into that match, I would put it at around 50-50. So the fact that in the first map, they're kind of getting battered, like it literally, we've sort of put it down to the rounds that have been won has been some good individual brilliance for mates, but ultimately, are they through a 4v2 twice? Like, that's not something that I sit there and go, oh, I'm feeling confident in mates right now. And especially if it's not telling enough, their coach using 2 pauses within 9 rounds probably tells you what you need to know.
Yeah, the fact that we could see, I think it's one way to look at it. It could
be let's try this again. Another big buy round. This is getting way too many.
Would have had more chances to fight back, but in terms of the game plans that have worked, BBL have been the ones that have given those advantages away or had the advantages converted on. There's been nothing to report back on from Mate's brilliance, and look at that. We've seen it on mid, but this time, deep push towards the B side. A lot of space taken, but the key thing is, he's not got the spike. And even the Omen that was with him now Team P's away, deep into spawn. He is looking for an
And
aggressive fight. So much
they love
control
these
for
rounds, and this guy
BBL.
can't use the ult around
That
here because the
rotate
guy's
from
just getting
B-side,
shot, right?
leaving Levin late. Even losing Profek, it's not the end of the
Oh,
world. They
dude.
have that second level to the play with the ability
It's
to
a
bring the
really,
spike
really weird round. I
all
like the
way
original
back
idea
around
from
and go
BBL,
into the
and honestly,
free
it
space
felt
on
like
the
it
B
worked
side,
pretty good.
leave some
And this
lurkers
score's not too
behind.
bad as well, and
The
they
key
still have
player
all
here
the
is gonna be
space over
Cameron.
towards
If
B.
he can find value
Once they
around
go and
mid, we're gonna
re-clear, they're
get
pretty
spotted
much
now.
clearing anywhere of these question marks.
I feel like
They
this
could
is
actually
a
be anywhere.
backup plan. Because they got
Galaxy
stuck
Legend,
by
thank
the
you so
wall.
much, man.
And
Appreciate the
so
prime.
far,
Thank you for the 7
you
months.
mentioned Kamek, he's
Yeah,
actually
calling him
the one
back's good here. With the
to
plan he
and
gets
yeah, I
so
guess
overall,
Levin just sitting
does he get
pretty
back over
has
towards
worked
B
out
main? Does he
wonderful.
stick on
I think
site?
the original plan was for him to be a flank, but
Oh,
it's
dude,
that
he could pop his ult here.
mid-round adaptation from BBL that put them in a great spot, and the Hunter's Fury already dealing so much damage.
No way, got a double,
Yampy
man.
just
14
continues
to
to
3.
deliver.
Yampy, look at him go.
This is it. The adjustment, the thinking on their feet, whatever Yampy thought about last week's game, the calling has
Great
improved tenfold. 2 options in this play. Either Levin's finding value, opening B, dragging rotates, and they get A for free, or they can cancel and go back if Profek falls. The second is what they go for. Levin contained the space. He stayed in that tight corner the entire time, not looking to give away that space that he had bought for his team. And as a result, they find themselves
Gentleman's getting
post-plant.
absolutely
they get
wrecked.
Magnum into this spot where he is now cutting off. I said Kamek has to be the key player because he has to cut the rotations, and instead he's the
Did
one
you
getting
have in the Liquid
sliced up
Fnatic
by
game next week?
Magnum.
Let's
Leading
see.
this round in
Let's
disarray.
see
The only thing I'd say,
what
though,
they
is
look
that-
like this week.
And to counter that slightly, they have an advantage. And I think that's where I feel like the problems are lying at the moment for Mates, is like, he doesn't need to fight that. They know they've lost that side of the map. They can play that 5v4 retake, but that doesn't seem to be within Mate's game plan at all. It really does feel like, let's just... Well, there you go.
Damn.
Their trade rate right now is 15%.
I mean, we even heard it from Levin. He screamed, "Stop baiting each
Yeah.
other." I think for Kamek, he's caught in that
He was
position.
he was
because
fast
he's
with that
closer to
stat,
the
man.
flanker. And then the play has changed, and he takes too long.
He
or
was
Mates
real
take
fast
too
with that
long to
stat.
identify what's going on. So he's in no man's land. And if he doesn't find value from there, the advantage is gone. And that's exactly what ends up happening. For BBL, they got to be laughing right now. 8-2.
Dude, they keep
Rounds
inserting the
given to
neon
their
into
opponents off
positions.
4v2s that they threw away. Beautiful calling from Yampy. Great adjustment, even when the A game doesn't go according to plan. Now, the cusp of double digits at the half. Look at the economy of their opponents. Coming in here, you've got a Guardian, you've got a Stinger, but ults could help them out.
Yeah, gets dropped the spike to
Quickly
send it, I
taking out
guess.
control, but this is
We're
the
all inning
stacked
on
up
this one.
side. The wall hindered them before, but the majority of it already destroyed. Come back in position.
Big recon from Yampy.
BBL are going to halt, at least for the moment. It seems like Yumpy's
Oh,
the one that wants
boss
to take
man.
contact. He's been so good, but couldn't quite
Yeah,
finish his
it's...
dinner. But they do now have
That guy's
no
lucky to be
presence
alive.
on the other side of the map. It feels like they're very committed to this. And so are Mates.
Working off the last round though, right? They play that slow play, assume that Mates will now start to think, okay, they've rotated, let's ease up.
Yeah, I mean, they kept sound for a good amount of time. Definitely could have got out of there. It was just a Sova trying to solo fake. Wait, he found him. He fully just found him.
From Mates, they don't over-rotate, they stand their ground. And that's the first round we can look at and say, they got that done themselves.
Yeah, I think also just having
Sure,
the
let's see.
pick
Let's see
gave
if they
them
can
so
get
much
4, man.
control.
They kind of need to
Even though
get
I
4.
think eventually Kamek ends up dropping it, it's just, you put that down, it's not really challenged at any point in the round. I think it became very obvious to them that this was a commitment to the A side.
I mean, I still didn't mind this though. They've been doing so many fakes. Dude, as if he got that all out as well. They've been doing so many fakes that honestly they cut a sound that they probably felt like it was going to work.
Pretty hefty attack sides
Insta smoke into Molly.
when they played against Pacific.
Smoke locks them in. We've got Sova. Sorry, we have Omen Flash on the right as well. It's a nice sight hit, man.
And he goes looking for more.
Yeah, that's a nice sight hit.
Yeah, Magnum's certainly feeling it. Sometimes you do have to sit back and play with your team, but when you're in those fights...
No, but I was looking for Kamek though.
Yeah. No, but from Magnum, the fact that he goes out wide,
shot.
looking for another, it brings them the advantage. It puts them now into a 4v2. That swing
Great
good
trade
for
from
comeback.
Magnum. Yeah, it's a really good
Is
round
there
from Magnum here.
again. With the Viper's pit online, it will be used to lock this round in, of course. Not gonna
Yeah,
save
and
it for
someone
the
plays
next
in front of
Profek's up
the
close.
ult, so it's not
Shorty
first
in
contact
tow.
being the Viper.
9-3
Lot of good
at the
stuff, man.
halftime
BBL
for
looked great.
BBL.
Switching
This was
sides.
BBL looked really good.
incredibly
14
from
to
their
5 from
side.
Yampy really helped a lot as well, man.
It definitely feels like A lot needs to be done for Mates. We'll find out if they can turn it after the break.
Felt like they played off the fact they had no info sentinel pretty well as well. Oh dude, I so played that for long enough that I've been copyrighted, no doubt. I think BBL's loss against Giant X was a fluke. I'm not saying fluke. I think Giant X on their day can be good. That's actually true, Bacon, you're right. Milan, hello. How we doing? Larkin. Out here larkin. Couldn't come back a retake like second slide with Util. Still about that other round. I mean, yeah, but the rest of his team was dead and he had an op. If the rest of his team survives earlier, then sure.
Winning the pistol, losing the follow-up,
he can throw the gun away and send it.
It
pretty much has to.
It definitely feels like the opposing
I'm doing great, mate. How you doing?
As you can see, a loss here for either of these sides.
How you doing, man? You must be doing good, surely. Maybe a little tired, but other than that, stuff's looking good.
But for Mates, you have to bear in mind what's on the line. Not making playoffs.
Isn't 60 seconds too short for a timeout? Nah, it's pretty perfect, to be honest.
They're not going to make it to champ. They're out of the league.
Gotta remember, otherwise it's too boring for like people watching as well.
Keeps them in the league for sure. Right now, if they keep playing the way they're playing, well, it's not looking good.
They've got GX and Vitality to beat as well. Even if they do claim this series, you need to see them put their best foot forward. The opening for Levin.
No way. No way. How have three of them dealt with that so easy? The first two shots are lovely, by the way.
I don't know if
the first two shots are lovely.
What is the fastest ever pistol round in EMEA? Or just fastest ever
round? Oh no, it was pretty fast.
That has got to be up there.
Dude, he was full blind. Like, saw the swing early.
15 seconds, the whole round is over. Like
dude, this was cool from him though. The stun into send, like his movement's awesome.
You're like, right guys, we got to get ourselves back into this. 15 seconds later, you're sat right back where you were, like. What's map 2? Map 2? Lotus, like Lotus.
Yeah, should start looking at Lotus. I agree.
They don't have a comeback sheriff.
Oh yeah, well then they've not planned ahead.
Mini's gonna have to ace.
2-0 on the pistol.
It was Kamek last time, picking up 2 with a classic. Quite a feat. They're coming towards his site. Maybe a chance. No.
Oh, Mini's dead.
They flooded back in.
Comeback's
Wall
dead.
just spammed through, and they haven't even seen
anyone else? Yeah, is this every kill without seeing one?
Team. This is disastrous. That guy's with it all
there's a lot of spam on this one.
Bar the one.
Yeah, this is looking like all she wrote for map number 1. As said, at times these teams have been choky at finishing their dinner, but a lot of the time you'll see Levin have like a crazy half and then not be able to do the same in the second. It's been everyone. Like Prophet's bottom of the board 9 and 6. Yumpy's currently 17 and 5. Like it just feels like they came in today and were like, look, okay, we could have won the last 2 games. We're not losing 3 in a row. I feel bad for Mates that that's the team they meet.
Yeah.
BBL on the bonus push through middle.
You know that they have locked in on another level, and mid aggression was a part of their attack.
It's
going to be a part of their defense as well. They've already gone deep. They've spotted a player, but not coming back. Unfortunately, he's lost Crocs.
No way, man. He gets another. It's nice trades from Magnum. Makes it into a 2v2.
4 mates, though. They've kept it into a 2v2. Both players on full shield, so that outlaw
insta drone, and he just wanted to clear the bottom middle, see if anyone was here.
The problem is though, this is already quite
and then he straight away cancelled it, and he got the most incredible timing ever.
He can now call for the rotation of Magnum, and while you aim in on a spot with that Bulldog, and it's deadly as anything else. Thank you, observers. He's going to be waiting on the corner for anybody to round it.
Is he going to hesitate and start considering spawn? Yeah, he is.
Worried that they've gone back into middle. He had the right idea, but maybe just at the wrong time. Instead, he's going to fall back even more passive. Make sure that he can maybe take one for free and then just fade away.
No way. What are these timings?
Once more. That will call for the rotation, but he kind of needs to find one, and that's exactly what Magnum does. No need to overface, and now it's all on Vekash.
He could have stayed aggressive and faced
Oh,
the
he
Ooh.
Instead, he played it wise. This time he made a bit of a mistake, peeking by himself, but damage is done. Now that Outlaw just needs the one tag. Magnum needs to be careful. He'll go down to just one bullet on
Good
the other side.
reposition
but
from
Yumpy
him.
is taking his time, and
Yumpy's
he's caught
looking
the
good
timing.
for it.
He's around here for free. They have no
Very,
idea.
very nice,
And
man.
the death blow
Dude, Magnum
landed.
played this whole round
That
well
could
as
be
well,
the
though.
map
Like,
done.
these two
A
together
round
played really good.
needed,
That extra
stolen
trade he got was
away
awesome.
by beautiful play from BBL.
Hey, that's a round of pixels.
Dude, this Gravenet,
Look at the
this Gravenet's
start.
nice.
The first few seconds, that's a pixel on the corner that finds a kill.
Yeah, it is
Then
a nice
pixel
little
that stops
bonus.
them rotating. Then a pixel that sees them again. Like, these millimeters are everything, and this is why
The
we
Bulldog,
love
the
Captain
Bulldog
Cal.
specialist.
This pistol was the fastest round in VCT EMEA
Good
by
read from
3
you.
seconds. There
Good
you go.
read from you, brother, as well. You come straight in with that. I think that was the fastest round we've ever seen. Dead right. Kayak's
13
pistol ace on
seconds.
Haven in stage 1 was
Oh
the
yeah, I
fastest.
remember that, dude. That
Before
was
this.
crazy on
Yeah,
short.
they've beaten it by
Sheriffs.
a lot as well. Like, the next one will have to be like an immediate seize nade that kills everyone.
Well, you know, it's one thing to try to
Happy when
motivate
Yumpy does well,
teams
of
in this
course.
position, but the coaches can't even
He
do that.
does
They've already
deserve it.
used all their timeouts. They've lost comeback to a net from Sociable. He finishes off his dinner with a clean opening. BBL 5v4.
Shock dart.
Oops.
Nope, never mind.
What could have been?
Never mind. You know, you call some things out that are good, and other times it just doesn't hit.
That one did. That's the shock dart you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
From Vekash. Great read again, Tom. You're really on it today. That's going to at least even things up, but Levin gets a freebie.
Dude,
To
man.
Try to trade.
They got
And when
so
they do go
owned
together,
on
they
this.
run into Profect.
They got
Kamek,
so owned on this
1v4.
map.
He's been in this position a couple of times. And
Oi,
every other time he
oi,
went for
oi.
the save. It wasn't a choice this time. And there'll
Okay,
be
double
no
pistol helped a little
saving
bit,
map
but
number 1, 13 to
they also
3
got ecoed on
for
the fast, so.
BBL. A dominant showing on their pick.